Welcome back to Let's Play Rome Total War Carthage Campaign, episode 441st with me, Squawker. And when we left off, we had checked where we're up to in our terms of our performance, and where we are up to is pretty good. But what have we got to do? Well, a lot, as in more Egyptians are on their way to be a pest, so we are having to rebuild ourselves at Lepsis Magna following a recent defeat. We've got rebels to deal with over here. We've got troops moving here, there and everywhere. We're getting closer and closer to launching our invasion of southern Greece in order to really sock it to the Julii. And we're slowly pushing our counter-attacks back. We managed to push back Captain Secundus, or whatever he used to be called, because I think the captain died anyway. But we do have Titus Propertius yet to deal with, and by the end of his turn he is going to be in the way of our Agiricus Manica, which may complicate issues. So what we are doing is we are going to build what we can in Batavia, and we are actually going to just opt in for some Poani infantry just because they can train a little bit quicker, because it's, well, I might be able to borrow Segesticus garrison for this one, but it is going to be a bit of a tough fight trying to beat back this lad, so we'll do what we can. We're also going to try and deal with Numerius Antio at some point as well, because once he goes down, I know he's carrying a very powerful army with him, but once he's dead, Erimnium will be open for the taking. We've also managed to not quite sink a Brutii army as well, which is currently just stranded at sea now, so the sooner that sinks the better. And yeah, we're really just knocking along. We're just building troops, sending troops, and just trying to defend our lands. So we're just going to review where we're up to before we end this turn, and then we're going to move on to the next turn, observe our enemies as we always do, and then make more plans to dick them over. First is first, where are we up to in Ireland right now? Admiral Hasdrubal will land on the next turn, so we're going to land as close to Tara as possible, and we're going to get that one over and done with, because our first invasion didn't go too well, and this time, well, we don't really want to make any errors, we just want that over and done with. Scalabus has been rioting recently, but it has been solved. Patavium is doing what it needs to do. Levarvum is just still focusing on growth, which it's accomplishing at a slow but steady pace, but since we don't need a high threshold of population, we are doing alright. Mediolanium is currently building, recruiting, and doing all that good stuff. I am actually going to move the local, well, I can't move the entire local garrison, so next turn I'm going to move the local garrison into Patavium, and then we're going to have them they'll be a little bit more well suited to being over there, and also we do have some retraining to do anyway. Actually, we're not building anything in Batavium, but then again, cash is getting low, and an academy isn't the most needed thing in the world. Segesta is currently working on its Grand Bazaar. It isn't doing any recruitment. Could be really, but then again, the population remains exceptionally low, so we're just going to keep trying to boost it up. So yeah, we should probably work on irrigation as soon as we can, really. We should, and we are keeping the taxes low, so we are good for that angle. I think I had an agent combing the area as well. Giscon is on his way to do a blockade next turn. He's also carrying a couple of troops. He's actually got what's left of Ats for Gisco, so yeah, we should probably drop off what's left of Ats's army. Well, yeah, we should drop off what's left of Ats's army. Chuck him back to Masana, and then those elephants really need to go back to Africa for replenishment, but we'll drop him at Masana first. But yeah, we should definitely let Asfagisco get off that boat. I mean, I don't like him, but yeah, I should probably stop imprisoning him. We are waiting for a navy to complete here, so maybe we can ship a couple of extra troops over to Italy. Masana's doing something useful. All Sicilian places are doing something useful. Lepsis Magna is just working on additional troops. It's also about to complete its royal palace, so we are going to prepare our next army. And Amicus Voluis is actually on his way to deal with a quick rebel battle. Annibal Cantena is on his way to govern Thapsus, since Thapsus is suffering from lack of food. I mean, we are building a secret police HQ. We probably should work on great estates straight after. Carthage, likewise, it's having a bit of a hard time, but we are increasing its food production capability, so we should hopefully recover that one. Serta is just doing fine. Dimidi is doing fine for once, but that's really a very rare thing. And Tinky is also just continuing to stay the course and produce some troops. Not really going to work on an academy though. Corduba is doing fine. Carthagonova is fine. Oscar is fine. Numantia is fine. Everywhere is fine, basically. So I think what we are going to do is we do have some cash in the bank, but we may as well save it up. We are going to move on to the next turn. We'll see what's happening on. We are blockading a lot of Brutii and Julian trade off as well now. So we are definitely going to start clamping their purse strings a bit more, which is definitely going to start slowing down their recruitment. So we will be seeing hopefully a few less urban cohorts in all these battles. So we are going to proceed to the next turn. We'll see what happens, and hopefully it's in our favour.
We're besieged.
Okay, a bit of a twist in the tale. It looks like we're going for Segestica instead. Okay. Lepsis Magna has rioted, by the way, which is always a pain in the backside, so we'll have to repair and retrain. Hopefully we can get Amicus back very, very soon. Something besieged. Yep, Segestica is under siege. A bit odd, but oh well, we'll deal with that. How long can we hold out? 6 turns. Alright, that's not too bad. But attrition is definitely going to eat our troops away there. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to run back to Batavian then. We're going to retrain. Anything that is essential is getting retrained. So we're doing it in priority order. There we go. And then, those Iberians are fine. Why do we even need to retrain them? Mediolanium, how many rooms do I have left? 3, right. 1, 2... Sacred cavalry, right? 1, 2, 3. You lot into Batavium. Done, right. Army done. We will go and deal with Segestica next turn. Right. Also, this little fella here, this little brave soul, he'll be dealt with as well. Right. Oh, plague struck as well. Who? Zeuxis Putzlamis is a bit sick. Okay. As in, Aretium's a bit sick. So, my guy wasn't called Zeuxis. Oh, fuck's sake, right. My spy's caught a cold. He's a bit sick, but... Plague bearer, eh? Well, when a plague hits me, I need to do the old quarantine thing. What do we know about Hibernia? Oh, Hibernia's a picture of perfect health. Right, you. What I want you to do... Go to Hibernia and do the biggest, snottiest sneeze you can and spread a bit of plague. I shouldn't be reveling in committing biological warfare, but hey, this is quite the opportunity. I mean, it's the Julii's fault. He's sick, so I'll just replay that in dividends. Right. And hey, Plog is now stalking the streets of his settlement. Good. Hopefully we can start wearing this town down a bit then. That makes me a very happy chappy. Right. Zalmoxis has been bombed by the way, as has Alphyla, which, well, Zalmoxis is a Latin name, so yay! Alphia, girl, might be able to marry in some young stud. Right, anyway, profits, getting quite bad, so we better pay attention to that. Construction report, Carthage completed some irrigation, so that is excellent. We are now growing the population. Let's wrap it up for good now and just go for those great estates though. Lilibane completed the awesome temple to Baal, which means we can now begin recruiting some sacred band. Could go for a foundry now, actually. Just to keep improving the quality of troops we're shipping out. Scalabus, a merchant's quarter. Excellent. We'll also work on your irrigation now. And I'm not retraining all of that shit. Lepsis Magna, Royal Palace. Well done, you. You are now working on some repairs. What's more, I could go for that execution square, but I'm gonna save what we have left now for recruitment. Recruitment report, by the way. Parma, some Poenis. Carthagio Nova, some Poenis. Corduba, some Sacred Band. Numantia, some Skirmishers. Carthage, some Slingers. Tingi, some Sacred Band. And Oscar and Serta produce even more Sacred Band. Massilla, some Libyans. Demidi, some Longshields. And Lilibane, some Sacred Band Cavalry. Good, right. Many things have been produced. But right, let's surround this sucker. And we are going to finish him. Right. See that he sinks for good.
Victory!
I get very annoyed every time he appears. He's getting close to one of my lands again. So right, come on, you lot. You lot better keep this chase up. Right. Also, Julii Navy stalking the area. It looks like it's a Quinquerine, but it isn't carrying anything, so it's not the biggest concern in the world. Right, what are we up to here? Right. Hannibal. 2 more turns now, or it's 1 more turn now. Mykerton is the same, so Mykerton, we'll get you up there, and you will be ready to land next turn. Philosia, what do we know about Marcellus? You can take him. Right, do it. Thank you. Perfect. Okay, you make your way to get yourself replenished. Charmendius, you are currently rocked up and waiting for something to do. So tell you what, we'll go and blockade another Julii settlement. Go and blockade Salona for me. And as for you, Giscon, you take your troops, land them, or it's once more Mr. Gisco too lazy to get off a boat. Let's see. Yeah, once more, his army has the best work ethic in the world. Right. You can dismount next turn. Right, Chubbies! Gonna send me to do some more blockade as well. We may as well blockade Athens. We are getting quite a lot of blockades going on now. Who is next to be dealt with? Right. So we're retraining Batavium, and we'll set out to deal with Titus Propertius next turn and his pretty mighty army, but we'll do what we can against him. What we are going to do is... Where's my assassin, by the way? What's he up to? I know I've got my spy lurking around. Did oh, wait, my assassin died, didn't he? Being an absolute tit. I remember now. I remember now. Right, you. Go and infiltrate Thessalonica and keep an eye on what's going on over here. Garrison's quite weak, but what we do know is there's more Julii on the move, and I know where they're heading. Right. Bit by Lazara, by the way, is pretty weak as well, so that's good. Right. First it says Mediolanium. I don't know what's over there, but if you three want to go and kick it away, I am very happy for you to do so. I knew he'd run. What do we know about him, by the way? It's a unit of Roman cavalry. He'll probably just break and run away as soon as we try to engage it, but if you want, you can go for it. Probably should auto-resolve this one, but once more, I don't trust auto-resolve, so here is a really, really... Well, look, I'll just triple speed the entire battle, so don't worry about it, folks, but yeah. Here's a really, really quick and somewhat pointless battle, but hey, I don't like intruders. This is just me keeping my lands clean. So right, you three, gang up, get ready. There's your target. Let's watch it just run away immediately. Right, I mean, seriously, any minute now he's going to go, retreat, and then he's gone. I mean, what were you even thinking, sending this little regiment of cavalry to go and scout my lands? Very, very, very impertinent Julii. Don't even know what they were thinking. Either way, we're closing. Alright, guys, you do have permission to move, by the way. You don't have to be... Well, whatever, right. So, this is going to be fun. Who will win, spearmen or cavalry? Vote now on your phones. Yeah, this looks about appropriate. There we go. Down he goes. Finish him off. What a noob. Alright, man, you did very well. You don't need to chase anymore. Let him run. Let the pathetic coward run. I'm not even going to give him the benefit of watching running away. Seriously, I don't know what the enemy was thinking, but thanks for the kills.
Victory is sweet indeed, and all the sweeter for being so decisive.
Yep. That's just an enemy who doesn't try. Somehow he still gets to stay on a campaign map though, which is perplexing, but whatever.
Victory is ours,
He goes back to
mighty
Irinium, you go back to Mediolanium, and we all get to be happy. Right, what are we up to with you, Captain Vettius? You are population, aren't you? So, right, what I want to do is, you lot,
my liege.
stand here for a few minutes. You lot in here, right.
Move out,
Just put all these folks in here,
sire.
and then
Leaving the army.
we should be able to disband them and make additional population for Segestus. So, yes, there we go. Right, the population train is in service. We can disband these folks, and then they can do military service as a better unit. It's basically like getting a promotion. But yeah, we'll just disband all of these dudes. In you go, and then that's just a nice little population booster. A nice little bit of forced relocation
Sire.
to get everything going. So it hasn't really opened our options up too much, but it has actually opened up our recruitment options once more, so we can begin recruiting. So I like that. I like that a lot. We've actually still got a bit more overflow going on here, actually. So you know what? Get that last unit of Libyan spears recruited, and then we'll send more overflow over. Might send it up to Luvarvum or Segestia, actually. They could use a bit of a push as well. Right. Speaking of pushes, are we ready to land on Ireland yet? We are. There are pirates in the way, so we'll just land a little further away from Tara just to avoid pirates. Okay.
All ashore.
There's still that little army lurking around, but right, you lot will head to Tara, and you will take it next turn, or the turn after, or whatever. As for you, Admiral Hasdrubal, chance of taking us pirates, sketchy at best, so
Aye, my lord.
you just stay where you are for now, and just keep out of trouble, right? Not too much left to do this turn, if I'm honest, right. Jubal, inner city.
Forward.
There we go, right. Retrain everything, and yeah, we'll get rid of those Libyan spearmen, right? No, not the Libyan spearmen. I just want to retrain everything that got a bit wrecked in battle, and then we will focus on getting ourselves up to speed. Right, you, Abdal,
Mighty general.
up to Thapsus with ye, and the population is now growing. Fantastic, fandabiduba. Right, Amicus. I've given you a bit of an overkill army here, but
Attack.
do what must be done against Captain Atzfer, please.
Victory is ours, mighty one.
It isn't quite yours yet. Go and do your
Engage
job
the
properly. Right, so 609 men against my 940. We are fighting a peasant, a town militia, a skirmisher, and a horse. So really all we need to do is just keep the elephants away from the skirmishers and we win. End of, really. Let's do it.
Today is a good day to die, but better still to live and tell our grandchildren of brave deeds and braver men. And at the last, brave and noble soldiers, I say this: fight with the courage our people expect. Fight like men!
Right. Come on, men.
Await my order.
Let's do this. Let's get ready to rumble. Right. Two of you spread out a bit deeper, actually. It has been suggested that maybe a deeper formation would be a little better for us and would help prevent breakages so easily. So I am going to do a bit of a deeper one, but to us this is not really the best battle to experiment on because we're not facing adversity, really, but oh well. Right, skirmishers. You two up front, or slingers to be more precise. You guys are on the flank, but you know what, I'll group you in anyway. So, you plus you, group in. Elephants, you will take rear. Once those skirmishers are down, you are ready to go, really. General, you're there, doing what you need to do. Right. Fantastic. Right, let's get this one over and done with. Right, where's the enemy gone? They're over there today. Right, skirmishers. Take up a position near that oasis and get ready to do what you need to do. Infantry, I want you to position yourselves here. Elephants, stick yourselves here and see if you can get a couple of shots off. General, you're there. Right. Everyone knows where they need to be now. That's what I like. That is what I love. Just get to watch our army speed over now. Where are those skirmishers today? They are there. They probably won't do too much harm to the elephants, if I'm honest. I just don't want them berserking, because then that's just good for making shit go wrong. I thought he was approaching, but it looks like he's actually just going to keep himself back. He was getting brave. He was trying to do some reconnaissance, but it wasn't going to work. It never was. Right. Elephants, I want... Oh, someone's being hit, by the way. I think we're hitting some of them there. Oh, no, elephants are... Yeah, elephants are actually losing off a few volleys now, actually, so... Good for you, elephants. Thank you very much. Right. Slingers aren't quite in range yet, but we are getting there. You guys go there. Elephants, focus fire on the peasants if you can. Right, fantastic. Right. Looks like we are going to lure the enemy forward a bit though. So slingers, get a volley off and then prepare to run, basically. You lot get a volley off as well, but prepare to be running off. Right, there we go. First volley there went pretty well, actually. Looks like the enemy's come forward a bit, but they're not quite running away yet. Guys, let's be a bit more conservative with our skirmishing, by the way. Right, so we are getting a few good shots off now. We are actually, it's not just a few good shots. These are just brilliant shots. We're just wasting the enemy at this point. They're getting decimated. They're getting destroyed. They're getting dominated. They're just getting every last little bad trick in the book, really. Their numbers are just being reduced thoroughly with my missiles. We have already wiped out over a quarter of them with missiles alone. And that's a very, very good figure, actually. Right, keep it up. Keep it up. There we go. Elephants are just going to keep hitting. Slingers are going to keep hitting. And yep, we are attacking them. And we are attacking them very, very well. Right, Libyan spearmen, actually, you know what? Get there and prepare to move in on the flank, actually. General, get yourself there and ready to do what? Get ready for action as well. Trying to spread those skirmishers out by quite a wide distance now, actually. So I think they're getting their skirmishers ready to do something against me. But for now, it isn't quite working out. We've actually managed to push those town militia into a rout. So I am very happy with that. Right. You lot. Where are my other skirmishers? Right. Try and hit those peasants and try not to hit our own Libyan spearmen, by the way. I know one of you's just committed friendly fire, and that's always a fucking disaster, really, when that happens. So please be more careful. Right, keep hitting those peasants. Those peasants aren't going to last much longer either. No, they've just gone down. Right. General himself is going to interfere now. So, right, General, get in there, or... Actually, no, General, hold fire, hold fire, hold fire. Looks like the General... basically the General just came for his turn for having rocks chucked at him. That's fair enough, right? Slingers, get back in range. General, I want you over there now. Libyan spearmen, moving on the side to intercept now. We've got the enemy on the run at this point. We've beaten them back. We've managed to just basically take control of this little area. Had a pleasant little skirmish, or, you know, just a pleasant little missile-themed domination, which is always very, very good. Right, Libyan spearman looks like down in some strikes twice today, so have fun.
I can't smile upon you today. The enemy general has been killed and his men lose hard.
You'd think that shit wouldn't happen on hard difficulty, but it does. Right.
Enemy cowards run!
You lot move in for the finisher. Slingers, call it a day now. Very good performance by you lot. You have definitely, well, the pile of corpses tells me how well you've done, so well done to you. Right. General can just chase down what he wants now, see if he can get himself a few bonus kills, get himself a extra chevron of experience if he so wishes. Elephants, you are really shooting high today, aren't you? Probably trying to hit back. Yeah, we are trying to hit the General. Good going. War Elephants are definitely a pretty good unit. They do really pack a lot of range when they want to. Yeah, I think that's all we can chase away, really. The last of them are actually now just escaping. So, yeah, well done, man. What did we do? 2% of my men died. 94% of theirs got smoshed. Good. Happy, happy, happy.
Victory is sweet indeed. And all the sweeter for being so decisive.
Right, a very clear victory to me. I am happy with those numbers. I am very happy indeed. So, I'm just going to call that a battle there. And yes, by the way, my elephants did gain some experience.
Glorious victory!
Okay, Amicus, you head back now to celebrate your victory, and that is you sorted out. Captain Mick Piles, you are to just converging Fapses for this time being. Right, so where are we up to? Carthage, you need to do some additional recruitment, so a third unit of slingers would be most welcome, and that's us out of money actually, so I think we are just about done for this turn really. There are units to shift around, but I'll wait until we have a few more before we do some shifting. So for now, yeah, everyone just go there and be happy. So, yeah, we are doing good. Right, so I will call that a turn most happily. You are heading for Narbo Marches to do some disbandment, by the way. So, just get you into that city and disbanded. Oh, it's going to be risky. Fuck. I gambled and lost there. I really did. Right. Draft out a new unit of peasants. Oh, wait, that doesn't work anymore. Fuck's sake. Right. Yeah. Gambled and lost with Narbo Martis. My apologies. I will do what I can to resurrect that or redeem that, or you know what I mean. Right. I say we go to the next turn now. Prepare to siege Tara and also other things. We will deal with this little fella next turn once my forces in Batavium are ready to rock and roll. And that pirate actually did decide he wanted to have a pop at me, so what will happen there? Oh, we won. Caused some of the rebels to run off, actually. Cool, right. Oh, Deathstalk's land, by the way. Oh, dear. Looks like a plague's hit Hibernia. Hopefully it spreads. Right. Right. Town expands. Ooh, I like that. Conde Redonum. Finally. Well done. Right. Enjoy your little expansion. By the way, you, Captain Burgos, begin to lay siege to Tara. I'll be disbanding a bunch of these dudes, by the way, after this battle, because we can basically make a population bonus there. Right, just for one ram will do it. We will check in next turn. Right, Egypt apparently are now really, really advanced, and what we do know is Captain Nakdi and Captain Acheniut are holding positions so far. They're not up to something, but they are just kind of camping, and it's kind of annoying, right? Volubis, by the way, you're going to go and deal with Captain Bodisham, who has just rocked up, so you are getting detoured, so have some fun with that. I doubt you're actually going to get to do a battle this turn, because he's probably going to escape your zone of control, so that's a shame.
Victory is ours, mighty one!
Oh, no, we'll deal with it. Right, we'll deal with it in a minute then. Repair complete, by the way. The temple has been repaired. There's probably a few things we can also do. There are still no half-decent mercs here. End of turn report. Yeah, we got to do something about that. Recruitment report, by the way. Carthage, some slingers. Nabo Marty, some slingers. Bacillus, some peasants. Timidi, some peasants. Fapsa, some sacred band. Lilibam, some sacred band, or Lugdunum, should I say. Scalabus and Medio lend him some Libyan spearmen, Syracuse some sacred band, and we're in a retraining zone. Cool, right, brilliant. Right. Captain Secundus, by the way, are you like just trying to be cheeky by doing that?
My liege.
We'll be able to bypass his forces anyway and make our way over. We'll be dealing with Titus Propertius within 2 turns. We will send something out immediately to counter this little rotter. So he'll be dealt with in a minute. I don't know why I'm still doing all this thing today. I think I'm just like, I think my mind's kind of melted into cheese after work today. I had to do a 10-hour shift, so yeah. But hey, bank holiday weekend, at least 4-day weekend. Ooh, that is like music to my ears now. Ooh. Anyway,
Prepare for battle.
get on with it, you. Get on with it, Amilgas. See that you turn me a tasty profit with this battle. As in, kill these 2 town militia with extreme prejudice. I'm just gonna probably set the elephants on them because it would bring a smile to my face. And also, the elephants could use some additional XP, so yeah. Keep on leveling up those elephants, my dude.
Even now, fear works its magic into our foes. Their bowels weaken and turn to water, and their hearts quake within their chests. Now, take up the sword. Pull on your armor. We go to test our courage in the fires of battle.
Yeah. It's not our courage that's going to be tested.
Await my orders.
We're testing the local rebels. Right, elephants, get ready to grumble. It's literally just going to be you today. Elephants, have fun. Actually, no, don't even go in quick. Going nice and slow. Let the arrows do the talking first. Because that's what makes it all the more sweeter. They're going to run. They're going to just basically take a big old volley to the face now. There we go. First 3 volleys are just coming out. Alright, elephants. 3, 2, 1. Make them run. I mean, look at that. They're already wavering. They know what they've done. First brave elephant there just goes right in. Carves me a lovely path through them. And yeah, we've got those guys beat. Elephants, finish the job. Amicus, you can mop up. I just love causing chaos against my enemies, right?
The enemy cowards run! Drive them from the battlefield!
Kill what you can, get as much XP as you can, just have a load of fun. Slingers, by the way, do not fire. I don't want you joining in on this one, right? Elephants, keep it up. Just bowl over whatever you can. They're having a lot of fun doing that. He is probably dead at this point. But yeah, what are we down to now? 76 men. You guys are doing good. Keeping my farmland safe, that's also important as well. We need all this food for ourselves. Gotta make sure we've got plenty of food to feed my peeps, right? How we doing, how we doing, how we doing? Keep on destroying, keep on demolishing, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Nearly wiped out an entire unit actually. Come on. Do it all. Come on. Guys, are we thank you. Right. General, see if you can do what you can against this guy, but as well as he is about to escape. Elephants, if you were to correct your approach, you'd probably have a greater chance of getting more kills, but whatever. I mean, Captain's pretty much going to get away this time, but, you know, I think he's learnt to never, ever, ever rise up against me again after basically having his men flattened by my elephants. Oh, wait, hang on, he's going to make a detour. Guess he wants to die. Right, cavalry, finish him off. Thank you!
Victory lies in your grasp, and there is nothing the enemy can do but run!
And I see another extra chevron added to Amicus's tally. Good job. Very good job. Keep it up, my men. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Right.
Glorious victory!
Now you may make your way back to Leptis after retraining or whatever. Right. You, Hannibal. Big job now. Disembark your men and prepare to attack Sparta.
Leaving the army.
Now this will make the Julii shit themselves. Right. Initiate a blockade over here, by the way. I suspect the Julii are trading with the Egyptians, so obviously the enemy of my enemy is my friend or something like that. You will commence your attack next turn against Sparta. The Julii will be tipped off to my presence by the way. They will notice a big fuck-off army.
Ships ready.
Myketon, you do likewise. Drop your men off as well.
Leaving the army. All ashore. No more moves, sire.
Right, we'll make our move next turn.
Ready to sail.
Myketon, in the meantime, I want to push Admiral Publius out because they might try and use Publius to make a little land bridge to annoy me. So we can, there we go. That'll slow him down. I'm moving to blockade. I think this town's called Corinth, so if it is called Corinth, then we're going to blockade Corinth. Right. Good, good, good. I am happy with that now. We are in a position to strike our enemies down. Right. Speaking of enemies that need striking down, Mediolanium.
Orders.
Prepare for me some cavalry, and then
Orders.
take your poenis, take your sacred bands,
General. Orders.
and take a unit of slingers.
Orders.
Actually, no, just take.
Sire.
Actually, you know what? The sacred bands should be enough, but you know, take 2 Libyans
Sire.
just as backup.
Sire.
Right, and eliminate
Prepare
Captain
for
Secundus. And you're coming along, by the way, Harian, because you need a battle experience. I know it's going to make me a deal a bit sulky, but they can weather it out for a turn. Probably said too much, actually. He'll probably just run away. Yeah, he ran away.
Glorious
Excellent.
victory.
Okay, he ain't in my way, by the way, is he? He's now in my way. Well done, you completely inconvenient spod.
Move out.
Get in a position where my other army isn't going to join in, because I don't want it joining in, and finish this job now. Brilliant. Right, good. Move in, get the kill. It's a legionary cavalry, so yeah, I was right to bring us Libyan spearmen. And 2 Praetorians. So, Sacred Band, you should be capable of beating them. Especially since you will have cavalry support hitting them from the back. So, yeah. Should be a clear-cut victory, really. Straight finish is 2-1, so let's just avoid fucking it up. I guess since we are against a tougher unit, we can experiment using a deeper formation, see if that helps the durability of my men.
Many brave soldiers have seen the dawn. How many will see the sun sing in the west? How many of the enemy already pray for night? And remember this above all. The gods watch us today. Be sure they are not ashamed by your actions. Now advance!
Okay, you heard him. Let's do some advancing.
On my order.
I have plenty of men at my beckoning call. Right.
Infantry.
You lot.
Infantry.
I guess we'll go a little...
Infantry.
We'll go 4 deep today. We'll have a 4 deep formation. See how that changes my prospects if I can count today. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 and a bit. Okay, that'll do. 4 and a bit. Sort of like a 4 to 5. Sort of like a... Sort of a deep pan pizza, but not quite a deep pan pizza. Either way, that might just improve the durability of my formation a little bit more, just to make them not die so fast. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Or at least not rout so fast. Libyan spearmen, we're having 1 spear unit per flank. Enemy is more than likely using the forest to hide today, by the way, knowing them. So we'll be on the lookout for that. But yeah, 1 spear on the flank each to watch out for where the cavalry's going. Cavalry, you're just 1 big unit. Slingers, you're probably not going to have the best attacks because Praetorians are pretty tanky, but you can do what you can. Right. Slingers here. Units here. And spears here and here, please. Cavalry, let's just do that a little deeper. Right, cavalry, keep it here.
Move out.
Let's see how we do against these enemies. Yes, we will. Right. By the way, I demolished that shit if you want to know. We're still bringing it down. I don't have the time. I don't tolerate barbarian shit in my lands, like I've said many times before. Right, slingers. I want you to hit those Praetorians, and I want you to hit them hard. No skirmishing. You will skirmish when I tell you to do so. Infantry, move up to a tree line. That'll be your place to position yourselves and set up. You will position yourself here now, and you will position over here. Right, good. Cavalry, just keep yourselves close by. We'll deal with these little pests, and we'll deal with them with utmost contempt today. Because I basically have contempt for my enemies. Right. Getting a couple of hits, not quite getting any kills, not really expecting any kills, but, you know, just enough to start riling them up, if anything, really. Might be able to tempt them into making a bad move, or, you know, every little kill helps. It's kind of knocking their formation out a little bit, actually. I mean, that is a pretty bad looking formation now. Not straight at all. There we go, see? I'm making them look bad on the field now. Right. Let's just keep this up, see how many hits we get. Let's also bring that map a little bit more zoomed in, so we're just a bit more aware of where the enemy's up to. I'm just going to let us do this until they're done. Killed 2 of them, so you know. It's not like we killed nothing. Oh, hit one of the cavalry units as well. Right, you know what? Maybe target the cavalry a bit more, Bob. No, because then we're going to get even closer. And again, yeah, you know what? Try and target the cavalry now. That might work a bit better for us. Oh, then again, oh, we are getting very close, but now we're not close enough for them to fight back, so we're all right actually. Now, yep, this is actually working out better for us. We've got a kill on our first volley, right? Keep hitting that cavalry. Another volley, please. Come on, don't be shy. Alright, probably not doing as well, but you know, we're just doing what we can. Every little hit helps. Nearly done, nearly out of ammo. Alright, that's pretty much the last of, there we go, right. That's our ammo depleted. Probably got about, yeah, we didn't really get a lot of kills. We actually only wiped out 3% of the enemy army. That's actually better than what I was thinking there. Since we probably wiped out less than 10 enemies. Right, off you go.
Head to the hill!
Right, Sacred Band, move in for the kill. Spears, cover the flanks. Cavalry, prepare to flank. We've got our plans set up now. We know what we're up to. We're going to eliminate those enemies. So let's just move in. Right, getting closer, closer, closer. Right, guys. Because we are going to get pillumed and we are taking a few, you know, casualties from that. Don't worry about stopping. Just focus on getting in there and getting in on that fight. You stay there, actually. You're going to be the wild card. We'll 1v1 for now and use support where necessary. Right, spears. While those Praetorians are tied up, moving around the flanks and prepared to start dealing with that cavalry. Cavalry is aware of what I'm up to. So, right, spearmen, I recommend you two speed up now and get in there. You get in there. Libyan spearmen, try and avoid getting involved in a fight that you really shouldn't be involved with. Right, Libyan spearmen are joining in now. They're just going to do what they can. That cavalry unit actually isn't doing too well because it's basically just gone headfirst into a Sacred Band unit. So, yeah, it's already in a bad position. Right, spearmen, I'm going to hurry you a little bit because I want you to get into that fight as quick as possible. And, oh, yes, we're pushing the enemy back. Good, right. Long shields, you take the easy target. General, I want you to go and push that unit into over the edge now. You guys need to go and finish off the last of that cavalry because our Sacred Band are doing what they can, but some of them are beginning to lose numbers now, so we want to make sure we keep our number losses to a minimum. So, looks like that's just about it for the enemy. They are all on the run. Their army has cascaded. The game hasn't said they've lost yet, but we all know they've lost. So, yeah, just finish them off, really. I think we've pretty much actually gone for a total elimination. Right, one of you chase down that last of that cavalry, and then we can call it a total elimination for definite. What are you lot doing? Are you chasing your tail? No, finish that guy off. Come on. Wipe him out. Come on. That isn't the best wiping out I've ever seen. Looks like he's going to escape, actually, but okay. So, total elimination bar one Weasley little cavalry unit. Either way, that is a excellent performance, my men. You really did play it well to your strengths today, so you have given my army now clearance to go and relieve Segestia, which is exactly what I need to be doing. So, happy days.
Victory!
And there we go. Couldn't really have asked for better numbers. Yeah, we did take a few casualties, but we were fighting tougher units. But overall, we did survive it. And, yeah, really good going, my men. Good mowing. I mean, even our hated enemy says, yeah, came, saw and conquered them. That's what we do to the Romans. We walked over to Rome, we saw Rome, and we said, right, fuck it, we're conquering them. Right. Anyway, little trait increase goes to Hibernia, gets an extra command star, so well done you. His army is now technically out of move, so which is a little bit of a buggery boo, because I'm going to move over one sacred band over to that area now. But Mediolanum is starting to get a little bit tetchy, so not brilliant, but war means things have to be done. So right, make your way over to deal with well, not with Harian, he's here chilling out. Make your way over to deal with Titus Propertius, and ensure that, you know, I would prefer if very, very few men in his army survived. One of you over to Patavium. Patavium is now garrisoned up for a little bit longer. Switch out to a growth build policy. Public order isn't too bad, so we might just tank it out. But you know what, we will initiate construction of a secret police HQ as well, just for goodness sake, really. Right, cool. Where are we up to now? Well, we're probably getting close to the end of his turn already, really. It's just really been about moving those little chess pieces into place this episode. So yeah, Segesta, we're pretty good here. We probably should get ready to make our big move, our big play very, very soon. Which will be, well, actually, now that we've got population here, we probably could actually try and have a pop at Arretium, which I'm tempted to do. Arretium's garrison is still a slight force to be reckoned with, and there is still the issue that there would be interference from the Senate, so here's a case of luring that loser away. But perhaps actually with an army marching out here, he might just be coaxed into appearing. Captain Bohus, you are to board over here, by the way, and we'll drop your men off at Segesta. Karalis, you can also, you know, Karalis, what are we like for population? We're doing pretty well for population, so we are going to have to continue expanding your recruitment options. But you know what, I do want you to continue providing me additional troops to use in the field. You lot, by the way, yeah, we know what we're doing. We're going to gang up on this loser one more time, and we're going to take him out for good. Like, really, seriously, do it this time. This is the slipperiest eel we've ever fought, isn't it? Right. Gang up again, men, and get ready to do what we need to do. And by the way, apparently I can't disband this dude. Oh, wait, I don't know, we can't disband ships when they're at sea. Right, whatever. Right. Just get ready to move, my men. Oh, there's no... Fuck, I think I've just actually, like, somehow kept my navies in. That's not good. Right, combine your fleet once more. You combine into there if you want, or you can't combine into there because you're pathetic. Right. Wow, you really are the most pathetic. Right, you just go somewhere where you're not going to be in my way, then. You lot, or at least you two, move in to intercept Admiral Flavius. I want him eliminated because I just don't want all that shit just flying around in the ocean when it's like a slight threat to me. Recruit additional unit of Poenis, by the way, from Parma, which is having a bit of a public order issue, so work on that secret police headquarters, please. And we'll recruit some additional units as well. I don't want to recruit additional Poenis just because we are on a bit of economy drive, so, you know, actually, make it a slinger. There we go, brilliant. Yay. Right, what are we up to over here? Himmelkurt, you are going to rock up in Oscar, brilliant. Carthage Nova, we're getting close to having enough troops to send over, so get me one more Poeni. Corduba, you should be working on some additional Sacred Band cavalry. Scalabis, you should have additional spearmen now, so yes you do, right. You just ship all the way up to Segesta now, please. Long road ahead of you, but it's a productive road, so off you go. Right, cool. Who are you, by the way? What are you up to, Bisaltes? You are bringing some nice troops over to Mediolanum, so
out of moves, great lord.
You may proceed. Lugnum is nearly ready to ship off a few more troops, as is Alicia. Prepare me an additional onager, please. Masilla, we do need you to keep producing some troops as well, so extra Poenis are always requested out of me. Lemonum, you're fine. Nabamartius, you're fine. Actually managed to get his public order back, but do work on an execution square, just keep you on the good side of my good books. Conduct Redonum, you are now just focusing on your expansion. Tyrant, we're going to siege next turn. And Asturica, we're fine. Numantia, we could do a bit of extra recruitment. So just keep putting out those skirmishers. Carthaginian, Nova, yeah, we're fine. Cordoba, we're fine. Scalabus, we're fine. Tingy, another Sacred Band. Sirta, let's get some elephants. Carthage, we are doing quite okay, but keep some Sacred Band cavalry ready. And Thapsus is doing good, but retrain your general, please. Lepsis Magna, actually we could probably cut some of this recruitment out. I think we're over recruiting in Thapsus now. So yeah, this is probably just sucking my money away, so there we go, right, brilliant. Lepsis Magna, just get the last of that retraining done, please, and then we could work on an execution square as well, just for public order's sake, and yeah, we're pretty much good now, actually. Carthaginian, you all know where you're going. Amicus, you're doing okay as well, but you know what, ship in those extra cavalry, and we'll have you head up to Thapsus now, or Lepsis Magna, or wherever I see fit. Actually, no, drop your dudes off at Nepta, then the cavalry can go elsewhere, and Dimidi, just get out of your sulk zone, please, but add in some extra long shield cavalry as well, because I like you. Right, good. Another turn conquered. Everyone is where they need to be. Everyone's doing what they should be doing. Pieces are falling into place. Chess pieces are moving to the correct coordinated squares. King takes E1, whatever you want to say. Army takes Sparta. Army takes Corinth. And army takes something else. I think that is a very, very good stopping place in a way. But you know what? Let's set the scene for the next episode and end the turn one more time. Let's turn that watch and watch another turn slip by, because fuck's sake, time's starting to tick on this campaign. But oh well, we'll be in time. Don't worry, my friends. We'll be in time. The Julii will soon crumble. The taking of these two towns will be a mighty blow from which they will have a very hard time recovering. So, let's get ready to strike that mighty blow. By the way, you better not be preparing siege equipment. Fuck, he's preparing siege equipment. This could go badly. That kind of leaves me on a cliffhanger now, doesn't it? You know what? I think he'll still wait one more turn. He wants a fight. He does. But he wants a fight that's like going to be really, like, he's a nihilist. He wants a big fight, so yeah. Could be reading my enemy wrong, but I don't really have a lot of choice, so move on to the next turn and let's see if Segestica is going to be lost.
All ashore!
Ships are under attack!
And Charmendius finds himself under attack for committing the crime of blockading Salona and ruining the Julii's money, so it's going to be a tough one. If you win, you win. If you lose, well, combat odds aren't really in your favour, so I won't blame you.
Withdraw! Withdraw! Our ships are
Right, Theododecles is now under attack as well. Right, looks like the Julii are going to try and fight back.
Disengage! No more moves, sire!
And it seems that Titus Propertius took the bait. I guess I read him right. He wants a fight. I kind of would have preferred having Segestia's garrison with me, but a retreat isn't going to spell me much good unless we kind of retreat and he doesn't take the bait. Kind of was hoping to have Segestia on my side, just because Titus Propertius has proven to be a very, very tough customer in the past. He is packing a lot of heat. He does have Praetorian cavalry, quite a lot of legionary regulari, mercenary hoplites, Illyrians, dogs, archers. kind of feel like I'd just be that little bit more secure, taking him on with reinforcements at my back. But at the same time, he might not buy my retreat and he might just chase me down. That means I can't retreat if the battle goes wrong and I'd have to fight it out to the end. And that's a big gamble I don't want to take. I think this guy would chase me down. I don't think he'd just walk off back to Sgestia. He's broken a siege to come for me. He is that committed, so I am going to face him on the field. It is a very tight margin in numbers. There's only 400 between us. Strength ratio is dead center. Like we said, he is bringing a pretty tough army. He's got a pretty solid core of infantry. He's got phalanx units guarding him, so we need to make sure we need to be able to get around his flanks and take him down, which we do have Iberian infantry who may be able to pull that off. To what degree of success they'll pull it off is debatable, but I would say they probably could be the unit for the job, since they are not a phalanx unit. They are a little lighter and a little better at moving around the cricks and crags. Praetorian cavalry, they're always tough. Titus's bodyguard is also pretty large. Like, some of his units are 4, but like things like the urban cohort, they're going to be a pain. There is also enemy artillery present on the field, so we need to try and take that out. We need to just space our men out a little bit, because he will probably use that artillery with extreme accuracy and extreme prejudice against us, which does kind of draw me away from wanting to use the recommended deeper formation, maybe go for a wider formation. But this guy has numbers, so I want to kind of limit how many units per unit are on. I kind of want to just try and keep it to 1 versus 1 fights, if you get what I mean, just because last time we fought Titus, his key tactic was to overwhelm me with his numbers and just get around every little nook and cranny. So we may need to build like a bit of a circle-y formation or something like that, but we'll see what happens. For now, I shall take him on a battle map and see what we can do. Let's see if we've managed to lure him into a defeat, or if I've just walked into a defeat and I've been a bit too cocky. But hey, I didn't really have a lot of choice.
The bloody day has come. This will be the last for many, come what may. Our enemies will fall today.
He's a poet and he doesn't even know it.
We go now to our bloody business.
And then he ruined his rhyming streak, but whatever. Right. Get deploying. Now, we do, thankfully, have a hill to play with. This will be advantageous to us, because hill gives me a little morale boost, and it's close to the retreating zone if it all goes to pot, and my artillery, well, it may get a little bit of bonus range out of this, so this will make Titus's life a little harder for him. So let's get ready to do some cool stuff. Right, slingers, we're going to avoid skirmishing once more. We're going to try and keep him under fire for as much time as possible, so you two know what you are up to, so you will stand and you will fight. Poenis, you will make up the main core, so let's see, yeah, about four deep. We'll see how that goes once more. So I've got 4 Poenis making up this flank here. Now we're going to put a Poeni on each flank as well, so we're going to put a Poeni here just to try and stem any overflow, because what I am thinking is the enemy will try to sneak their mercenary hoplites around the side or something similar to that in order to try and get the better of me. Now, I am a little dicked here, but we should be able to try and move some Sacred Band there. That will actually be our first task. We are going to move an extra unit Sacred Band to monitor that flank. But I am also going to place additional Sacred Band on this flank, so we are going to just try and keep it, you know, we are just going to try and keep it nice and balanced. We'll have a wild, and also, yeah, we do have a small unit Sacred Band there, we're just kind of here. So these will be our wild card / support Sacred Band. Iberian Infantry, you are support infantry as well. I'm just trying to spread my men out a little bit just to prevent artillery attrition. So you guys will be supporting, but I'm probably going to try and get you to sneak around the flanks of the enemy artillery. You two group up, by the way. You two will also group up, by the way. And I've still got 2 spare Poeni, so guess what? You two will be support Poeni, so you'll be here, and I'll move you in as a reserve unit. Cavalry, you are pretty light in numbers today, unfortunately, so do what you can, is what I'm going to say, but preferably I'm going to try and get one of you to try and sneak around and take care of the enemy artillery. Skirmishers, as usual, you are the centre of my formation, and you will provide support in the main melee combat. So as you can see, I've gone for a little sort of like a hammerhead formation today. This is just to try and control the flow of enemy troops, because I suspect, because the enemy is in such large number, he is going to try and basically pull off a big infantry wave. Like, he's going to try and wash over me. So that's why I've curved my formation out a little bit to try and prevent this. So we are going to move these guys in, and we have gone for a little bit of a deeper phalanx formation as well, as has been recommended to me by my very faithful advisor, provided I interpreted his comment correctly, otherwise I fucked up and I'm sorry. But yeah, this might just be able to try and keep my men holding for a little longer. So let's start the battle. Right, you lot, get there and prepare to hold out. You are firing at will, and the enemy artillery once more is going to have a harder time hitting us than we're going to have hitting him. So he is on his way. I'm pretty sure we've fought here before, by the way. This battlefield seems very, very familiar. Very, very, very familiar. Now, we will be fighting with some enemy archers as well, but luckily I don't have any elephants, so we're not too worried about the archer auxiliary today. But we are worried in the sense that, yeah, they are probably going to try and pull off a few kills, especially some of them are Cretan archers, who are the best merc archers in the land, apparently. So those guys may start causing me a few problems, but they'll probably be best off for just wiping out all my Iberian infantry. Either way, the enemy is making their approach. Now, I am tempted to actually move my artillery out a little bit further, as well as my slingers. I'm going to move them up to the crest of a hill, and we're going to see if we can try and just score a few bonus hits to try and keep the enemy at bay. So we'll do what we can there, and basically I do have a good feeling about this battle anyway. I feel like my formation may be what is needed to keep the enemy back, provided we're also reactive enough and we keep an eye on everything. We do, you know, we do the micromanagement properly. We might be able to just beat this foe back. So we are going to start opening fire, because the first few enemies have just come into range. So we are going to target those archer auxiliary. I'm going to actually no, shift focus over here, because we want to try and hit those, try and hit this juicy infantry here, and also try and hit those mercenary hoplites. Mercenary hoplites once more, but yeah, they're not the best phalanx unit in the world, but it is actually filling in a gap that the Julii don't have. So we want to make sure they have gaps, because I don't want to having a phalanx unit, because phalanx on phalanx can get a bit sluggish. Close hit, but no cigar, right? Very close hit once more, but no cigar, right? Come on. I want to be smoking those fine Cuban cigars tonight. I want to be getting as many hits as possible. Right. That's just a hit saying you're not trying. Actually, oh! Alright, I'll let him off. That was a better shot, right? But yeah, we've got to get some better shots. It looks like the enemy's pulling back a little bit. They have basically noticed that, yeah, I've got artillery watching this area. They're going to rethink their formation, which is fine by me, because boom! First hit, and we struck the Praetorians. Happy about that, right. Looks like the enemy's going to try and attack us linearly. They are going to definitely try and swarm this flank first. So what I'm going to do is I want this flank completely covered, so I want I'm going to spread you out a little thin, which is a bad thing, but keep this flank policed. I have faith in you to do that task, right. We're going to try and target the centremost unit and do as much harm as we can. And good hit. Good hit. Keep more of these hits up, bloody tankers, right? But yeah, keep more of those hits up and we'll be fine. We can pull this one off today. We definitely can. You never know, this may end up being a famous battle as well. That'd be cool. You know, the Battle of Hill near Segestia. I like that. Right. Oh, I like this shot, by the way. I like where this one's going. Nice. That's the Illyrian mercenaries slowed down a little bit. They're not the biggest concern either, because, you know, I'm using armoured units, and these guys are really good for picking off on armoured units, but still, killing anything is a blessing to me. Looks like their artillery is trying to set up, but they're not quite in position yet. They're going to have a really hard time hitting me, actually, on this hill, so we should be relatively safe from being struck down by enemy artillery. I like to hope that is, but yeah. You guys being secure on the hill, by the way, and now we're just more happy about the flanks are secure, but that's just as good. I like to hope that we are still getting that nice little bonus for being on a hill though, because I like the hill. The hill is helping us, right? We are still firing, aren't we, by the way? Right, you lot, by the way. Keep an eye on what's going on over there. He's being slow to set up, but that's giving us enough time to telegraph his moves so we know what he's up to. We can plan accordingly. So the only thing this army actually lacks is I probably could have used bringing a unit of Libyan spears as opposed to the skirmishers, because yeah, skirmishers are cool, but I don't know. We don't always get our 100% use out of them. By the way, come on, get some shots out because the enemy's getting theirs out now. Ooh, close. Right, they're gonna try and hit. Right, enemy's going for a mad dash forward. Right, artillery, you're in a bit of a predicament now. Slingers, try and get around the flank. Enemy is just going for enemies just realised that the best way to basically avoid getting smashed to death by artillery is to basically run really fast at it, and it is actually a viable tactic. Right, cavalry. Actually, you know what? You get up there, get flank police. Right, we've got Praetorian cavalry moving up around there. Praetorian cavalry, they are ridiculously tough customers. They are going to do everything they can to get in my way. Slingers, try and take down that Roman cavalry. You guys usually do quite well against them. You lot, behind the lines. Right, good volley, you lot. I want you to try and pull away as far as you can now. Try and pull down this flank. I know you're going to get hit, but try and pull away and see if you can pull your unit into a phalanx. If you can do that, you've done very well. Right, what we've got going on over there. General attempted to attack us. You lot, not going to let you just get isolated and killed. You're going to end up hitting a Praetorian cavalry, which is not very good. I only want you in that battle for like a few seconds, like, because I have such a bad habit of generals dying so early in the battle recently, and it's just absolutely unacceptable. So let's not keep you in that engagement for literally more than a few seconds. Right, you eliminate the Cretan archers. You behind the lines where it's safe. Oh, by the way, the Praetorian cavalry actually got wiped. Oh, and he's on the run. Oh, Titus! Not up for a fight, are we, Titus? Oh, but you came. You made the effort to get here, right? Let's get things moving. Right, you. Deal with them. You. Start closing this flank up. I want this flank to basically come out like a big swinging arm that is going to give the enemy such a hard decking that they're going to be seeing stars and stripes. Even though we're not American, but you know what I mean. Like when you hit a cartoon character really hard, right? You need to keep an eye on his facts, right? You Iberians, I want you to support here, keep the enemy busy, because we are having a lot of pressure being put on these two units here. So we need to do what we can to try and keep them clean. But right now, things are playing into where I want them to play. You, though, need to definitely turn around. You lot, turn and help. You keep it up. By the way, you, very good job bringing that artillery, well, not the artillery down. You brought those Cretan archers down. It definitely did look like came at a big human cost because the war dogs got at you. But keep it up. I've got a good feeling about this battle so far. We're pushing the Romans back. We might just be able to pull this one off. Right. Iberians, chase off the peltasts. You, start closing these flanks up. We're going to spread ourselves now into a line, which sounds like irresponsible and shit, but basically what we're doing is we're going to basically start boxing the enemy, and I've always wanted to do this tactic. I've always been trying to do this tactic, but it never bloody works for me. Right, I've got an isolated unit over there, by the way, and it looks like some of the Praetorian cavalry's tried to sneak around. Right. Slingers should not be fighting them, right? Iberians shouldn't really be fighting them either, but Iberians, try and keep those guys policed, because I don't really want those guys just to randomly cost me the entire battle. Right, you turn and face. I know it's just the spears. Actually, the spears kind of flipped over, but yeah, we're going to turn and face because I just saw there. Those guys are routed. They're cool. Right, general. Oh, those guys routed. Good. They're in very low number anyway, so a rout was very expected, really. So I'm not really going to say, oh wow, they fucking lost Iberian infantry. No, they really had it all going against them anyway. Right, you lot, keep moving. Enemies pulling back, but they might be regrouping, so we need to be ready. Slingers, you guys just routed. I was just actually going to get you to do something, but alright, you've routed. Right, round one of this battle has definitely gone to me this time around. Right, regroup and get ready. You lot, or you two, you just keep doing what you're doing. Sacred Band, prepare to flank around. General, where are you at right now? I don't like it when I've lost track of you. You are currently dealing with mercenary peltasts. Cavalry, you have pretty much wiped out what's left of the artillery. I'm not entirely sure if the enemy's regrouping, but I think he's actually on the run at this point. Right. Cavalry, I want to test if he's running away. Start attacking random non-routing units, and we'll see how he plays it. Meanwhile, yep, you two just keep it up, finish the enemy off there, and we've pretty much won. We've won that hill. We've secured it. But I am convinced he's not regrouping. He's running, which is a shame because that general has escaped us. He didn't die, and I wanted him to die. But yeah, I'm hearing the word retreat. The enemy's on the run. How very, very, very disappointing. How very, very disappointing indeed. I honestly thought you were going to give me a fight, Titus. I honestly thought, you know, I've been building you up as this big threat, but in the end, you just let me down, mate, you know? I mean, what's insulting is you broke a siege to come and face me on the field, and this is all you give me. You gave me a battle where I had such a strategic territorial advantage because I had that hill, so I am now actually super glad I did a retreat because then I would have probably gone somewhere where it was a bit shit, but yeah. The deck was stacked against you in this battle and you kind of should have read that. But then again, it's actually kind of hard to tell a campaign at where a fucking hill is, so I'm not going to rag on him too much for it, but at the same time, I feel like he has gone on a fool's errand here, but then again, I think he didn't have a lot of choice either. It was either stay on and... Actually, no, he could have sieged and probably won, actually. He probably would have won if he sieged Segesta this turn because he outnumbered my garrison at Segestia, and my garrison at Segestia, you know, doesn't have a best morale, don't really have a commander installed, so, yeah, this guy's actually a complete and total fucknut, so yeah, whatever. Right, cavalry can just polish it up now. But I am happy to declare this battle as a victory for Carthage. A very, very generous victory, or, you know, just a victory. Those are those mercenary hoplites are going to get away, but I don't want to tangle with them when they're not routing, because it means my cavalry will get tangled up in their spears and dead. Right, long shield cavalry, where are we up to? Just chasing down Lasso's mercenaries. Thank you very much. May as well just go for maximum kills at this point. You know, we're probably not going to make his force melt away because, you know, Titus is still out there at large and alive and not quite in charge, but I am very happy with where we leave off with this loser. He has fallen. Well, not fallen, but his force has been wiped, and I look forward for my southern forces to probably mow him down as they start firing their way up for Greek islands, or Greek land, because we're not really bothering with the islands of Greek, because I will deal with Crete another day. Mainly when we have more control over this area, Crete can just be a little side quest for me, but I will make sure to do it before the Egyptians settle their greedy little eyes on it as well, before we move into capture Rhodes and Salamis often, because I do feel like in the long term that is going to be where I'm going to win, because let's face it, I think the Egyptians definitely on their lands are at a point where I'm probably not going to win.
The enemy cowards run! Drive them from
like
the
a campaign into
battlefield!
Libya and then Egypt itself is going to be, well, it's going to have a very, very high human cost for me, and it's probably not going to bring me the best return on my investment. But with domination of the seas, I can strike wherever I want, and that means I can strike at the town I want, which is Phoenicia/Tyre, so at least that will happen. Iberians, you two call it day now, because you guys are actually pretty worn out, so you have done a very good job. Cavalry as well is also practically worn out, but just do what you can, please, if you want to. I mean, yeah, you guys don't really have to run that hard anymore, but the more enemies we chase and kill, the better we do. I mean, my men are exhausted, but let's face it, they're exhausted from hard work. They're not exhausted from running away, they're exhausted from chasing down people who are running away, or enemies who are running away, because I don't consider the Romans to be people, I consider them just to be scum. Right, anyway. I'm not having the best of times killing this unit. Right, please let them run through and let them get stabbed. And that's how I like it to happen. Let them come to me, right. Go chase down a different unit for a bit. I'll have a general take him down from the front forwards, since he's not having the best of times just killing that dude. So, well, now that dude is dead because we turned around and attacked him from the front. Hitting from the front with cavalry sometimes can just be the better option, because you can just basically smolsh them over. Right, move in, kill, and do everything you need to do. You lot as well. There we go. That unit got bowled over nicely. Keep doing what you got to do. That unit is just about to die forever and ever and ever and ever now. I think that's pretty much everyone eliminated at this point. There is one unit making its way over here, actually. So, if you want to chase him down, be my guest. It's just some dog handlers, but if you can get him, then you get him. Yeah, I think that's actually pretty much everyone wiped out. So, I think I'm just going to triple speed this one, and we'll just let this play to the end. And yeah, I am very happy with the result of that battle. So, we'll just have to quickly let the rest of the turn play out. Hopefully there won't be any more battles, because yeah, I kind of want to call that an episode there. And I suspect, because we are getting close to an hour and a half now, I definitely need to end the recording in basically, you know, ASAP. So, finish off those urbans as well. Just kill what you can with them, because dead urbans are the best urbans. General, if you want to join him, by the way, please do so. Just get those urbans chased off the map, please. There we go. Nicely done. Very nicely done. Pretty much wiped them all out, actually.
Victory lies in your grasp, and there is nothing the enemy can.
Guess the only reason why it wasn't a heroic victory was because we didn't kill as many as we could. But then again, ooh, yeah, very, very few losses for me. You know, we still remain in our 1,000. Titus Propertius wrecked and annihilated. That was a fantastic performance, my men. You did a very good job. Be very proud of yourselves. The Julii will not be saying hello to me for a while. And hello, pirates. Go away. And yeah, that's where we'll call it an episode, my friends. Successful result there. Titus has now run away with his tails between his legs. And we may just have enough men to basically... Well, we won't have enough to take Salona, but we have enough to start making our moves, or we could even go for Salona if I wanted to. Now that's an idea. Anyway, I have money. Zeuxis still has a cold. We are now very advanced. Roxanne was born, and then some Harris Parexes and stuff got added. Some things got built. Very lovely things got built, as you can see. Yep. And then recruitment report. Many things were recruited. But yeah, we'll deal with all of this in detail next time, my friends. So I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you all on the next episode. Bye!